I am a songbird.
Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Earthly Nutrition. Thank you so much for joining me once again today. We are underneath the apple tree once again, and today I'm going to talk about my education plans, my plans for the future. So recently I have gone on a few different camping trips and just kind of have been settling down on YouTube a little bit. For a time I had some criticisms to make about the way that some people were going about a vegan diet. Mainly just that a lot of people were going on to these vegan diets that were still pretty refined and they weren't getting the health results that they wanted. And by focusing in on whole plant foods, a lot of these issues can be resolved, and so I just wanted to say my words on that. And now I'm at a point where I am just hungry for more knowledge. And so I have upped my strategies and the time I spend reading from textbooks and from the internet and everything like that. Hi puppy! The neighbor's got a new dog. You can't bark, I'm filming a video. And so previously I was reading for maybe 3 to 4 hours a day from university level textbooks for more biology and sort of nutritional science and things like that. I've now upped it to where I'm spending the entire day reading from textbooks and making notes and reviewing and, kind of using the internet to supplement the information. And so I'm reading probably over 8 hours a day, which my boyfriend thinks is crazy, but it's all stuff that I love to learn. It makes me feel joy just reading and learning and knowing that I can apply this stuff to when I'm, talking with other people and trying to figure out what sort of health issues they're having and coming up with solutions to those. And so my, vision for my career and future for myself is to be a nutritionist working with people with health issues. And a big factor is that I want to be working with vegans, people that are already on a plant-based diet, or people that are open and interested in adopting a plant-based diet. And so one concern I always had for being a nutritionist and working with people for dietary therapy is that I'd have to convince them to go vegan. I'd have to convince them that animal products are bad. And I do have the information to prove that, but it's exhausting work sometimes. I'm sure you guys have had experiences where you're talking to someone and, the response is, well, I could never give up bacon, or I love cheese too much. And, those things are a part of just the human psychology of what it takes to make us change and want to adopt a healthier lifestyle. But I don't want to be doing that on a daily basis, trying to convince people why they should exclude animal products from the diet, because it's exhausting work and it's not something that I'd want to be doing. So my goal is to be working with vegans who would like to improve their health, because when you go on a vegan diet, it doesn't necessarily mean that you're healthy. And we can see that even when people are going onto a diet they assume is healthy, like raw till 4, while it is much healthier than standard American diet, it still does have a lot of processed food that can cause some issues for people. There's many different vegan diets, and even people that aren't in the vegan health movement, they're just doing it for ethical reasons, it still is huge. You want to be healthy. You don't want to be, sick and have disease and, minor, major health problems. It makes it so much better when you're able to have both health and the ethical reasons for, being vegan. And so my plans are, to continue studying very, very hard and intensely. I'm not sure for how long, until I feel I am comfortable with the amount of knowledge that I have, where I can, when I'm asked a question from someone, I don't have to research it beforehand. I know it. It's in my head. I can just draw upon the knowledge I already have and, provide an answer to that person. So that's my goal with this. I study from textbooks because I think that's really the best way you can learn things, is even if textbooks have information that is slightly wrong, if you're just learning scientific information, I would try to, pick up secondhand textbooks or go to the library and look for books like that. Non-opinion based factual textbooks. I am reading from anatomy and physiology, so I'm learning the human body systems, hugely important. I've finished a nutrition textbook, and I'm pretty solid on that sort of things as far as what vitamins are, macronutrients, how these things are metabolized and processed. I'm pretty well informed about those things. So the anatomy and physiology is definitely something that I'm working towards the hardest right now. And then, food science, I guess, and so learning about, forming opinions on things like soy products, coffee. I got questions asking about food products specifically, and so it really is a good thing to learn about what these things are, where they come from, what they have in them, what they do in our bodies, and then I can, answer people and tell them whether they should be included in the diet or not. And it's going to vary from person to person whether, you should be eating, certain foods. And so I'm trying to give myself a really well-rounded education on these things, because I am not attending university, I am not attending any sort of course, I am self-schooling, and it's awesome. Like, I can tell you guys that if you're interested in it, it requires a lot of self-discipline. I wake up at 5 to 6 a.m. every morning, and I start reading, and then I have a short break where I exercise, and then I get back to reading. Everything is, focusing in on learning and revising and, incorporating this, knowledge into my memory and into my mind. And it's fun for me. Not everyone would be able to do this. If you're wanting to learn nutrition in a school setting, then, go into university and take the nutrition classes that they offer. I actually have one of the textbooks that's an entire semester of nutrition learning. I think it's Nutrition 120 in university. I have the textbook and I've read it, and it took me 3 weeks. And in a classroom setting, it would take the teacher, 4 to 5 months, I'm guessing, to a semester's worth of classes and homework and assignments to get through one textbook. And, I read it in 3 weeks. I'm a quick reader, and I retain knowledge really well, so I prefer to do my own schooling because I know how I learn best, and I feel that a school setting sort of limits me as far as the amount I'm able to learn and the pace. But as I said before, everyone's going to be different, so if you want to go to university or college or take any online courses, then that's completely up to you as well. So as far as how this will affect YouTube uploading, I will continue to upload to YouTube. They may be more opinion-based videos, some recipe videos, what I eat in a day, suggestions for what foods to eat on light at night. By the way, I am getting such a good reaction from people doing light at night. It makes me so happy to get these emails and comments and posts on, in the Earth Food and Light at Night Facebook page or group, just people losing weight and feeling better, and it just really warms my heart, and it's exactly, it's the best of what I could have hoped for with this. Light at Night has really good suggestions and recommendations, and I think the people that are following it are really reaping those benefits now. I'm still following it, of course. It's what makes me feel my best, and so lately I've been having a pretty typical diet, just a rice meal in the morning and a fruit snack in between lunch and breakfast. And then for lunch, I've been having pasta. Pasta is the most refined food that I consume. I just really like it. It's something that I'm including because it's part of that balance and flexibility, It's really important to have a balance between refined foods and whole foods, because you shouldn't restrict yourself to the point where you aren't enjoying, your food as much. And I do enjoy whole foods for lunch too, but I just really like having pasta. So I'll have pasta with some beans and, lettuce and vegetables and things like that. So overall, it's a pretty nutrient-dense lunch. And then for supper, and I have usually a fruit snack in the afternoon before supper as well. So sometimes it's a smoothie. I keep it chunky and thick and eat it with a spoon. And then for dinner I have a salad with lots of nuts and seeds and avocado. And so in the evening I have my fats and my greens. A lot of the vitamins that you can find in green leafy vegetables are fat soluble, so it's really, really good to eat them with a source of fat in the diet, so that's why I have nuts, seeds, avocados. And then also fruit snacks in the evening. That's basically it. I've been eating to fullness. I do not count calories anymore, unless I'm curious of nutrient composition on Chronometer. I might do that. But I just eat until I'm full, and then I stop. And I've been really getting in tune with how much I need, and eating for energy and for, just eating for energy, eating for sustenance, rather than eating for just taste alone, which I think a lot of people do, especially standard American diet. There's very little thought to what's in the food. I really care about what's in my food and how it's going to help me feel my best, and also taste really good too. Definitely make your food taste good so it's enjoyable. And then for exercise, I have been doing HIIT training, which I can make videos on HIIT training. I was running for probably about 2 months for an hour in the morning, and I think I plateaued because there's a while where I just was not noticing any changes in my body. And I was feeling good, but it was more of a relaxation sort of thing rather than exercise, because I was able to breathe through my nose for the entire hour I was running. So my endurance really improved, and I was able to sustain the activity really, really well. My body was able to achieve homeostasis, very, very soon after I would start the run, which I realized is not a good thing, because your body needs to be challenged in order to improve physiologically when doing exercise. And so I started to do HIIT training. I may do a separate video on this, but I just want to mention that I'm not discarding the validity or the effectiveness of using low-intensity workouts for a longer period of time for fat loss, because that will work. Your body will use fat in that 65% VO2 max range, sustained for longer than 30 minutes. However, I am saying that there is a second option. There's lots of different options, but for cardiovascular activities where you're wanting to oxidize your fat stores, HIIT training is another option. And so you can do HIIT if you like it. Like I said, exercise should be about what's enjoyable and sustainable over the long run. And so if you can consistently get out and go for a leisure bike ride in the morning, and it's enjoyable and you feel like you could do it every single day, then go with the low intensity, longer exercise. But if you don't enjoy that and you don't feel like you can do that every day, then go for the HIIT training and see if you like that, because something that's higher intensity but done for a shorter period of time is another option. So I've been doing it, and I've been feeling great doing it. So I think I'd like to start to build muscle, because I am like losing muscle. I don't know if you can see it, but when I go like this, maybe. Anyway, there's like tone, I guess, in my arms, but I feel like my muscles may be atrophying a little bit because, Josh and I go out for grocery shopping sometime, and I just cannot carry that much weight. Like, my arms just feel extremely tired, and I'm just worried that I'm losing upper body strength by, doing all this cardiovascular activity. And so the HIIT training, you can do HIIT training that incorporates more muscle training as well. So I think I'm going to look for different plans that incorporate that too. But I might start lifting weights. I don't know. I don't know anything about lifting weights. So we'll see. Maybe it'll be like a winter goal, is to build some muscle. But yeah, thank you for watching this video, guys, and for staying with me and showing support and being so active in the group. It's really nice to see all you extremely kind, polite people have discussions with each other and really just support and motivate each other. I'm really liking what's been happening in the group. If you haven't joined the group already, then join the group. It's on Facebook. It's called Earth, Food, and Light at Night. It's full of really, really nice, awesome people that are just either trying out Light at Night or are interested in it. And yeah, definitely check it out if you're interested. I hope you guys have a wonderfully abundant day. Remember to eat, thrive, and be kind. And I will see you next video. Bye.